We had tag team title matches, we had World Cup matches, but none of that compares to the epic return of Sarah Logan. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It's time for your SmackDown review. And how do you have a more lackluster return than this? Well, firstly, it's Sarah Logan, so nobody gives a shit, nobody cares. And secondly, they make her look as ugly as possible. They make her look as unattractive as they possibly can. Now, Sarah Logan, you know, is a pretty cute chick, but they fucking paint her face with this, like, half of her face with this, like, black makeup. It looks like charcoal, looks like she's been burnt in a fire, related to Kane. I mean, why don't they put this makeup on Shayna Baszler so we don't need to look at that ugly bitch? But instead, they put it on Sarah Logan, and all of a sudden, we don't care about her. She's fucking not even attractive looking now. She just looks like a fucking black mess. And she comes out with two jobbers in the tag team of the Viking Raiders. Nobody cares. Now, I know she used to be in the black and gold NXT, so therefore Triple H thinks she's massive. He thinks she's The Rock. He thinks she is Stone Cold Steve Austin, but she's not. She is just an average fucking girl who shouldn't be on the roster, who's definitely not worthy of being called back. She failed the first time. She was probably the least successful member of the Riot Squad. And look at the Riot Squad. What did they achieve? Absolutely nothing. It's only now Liv Morgan is actually getting a bit of success. So when you're the least successful member of a trio that done absolutely nothing for years, that just says everything I need to say about Sarah Logan. There's no reason why she should be brought back, other than the fact that Triple H wants to bring everybody back from NXT because it was his baby, and he thinks McMahon took it away from him. He thinks McMahon ruined it. But in all fairness, NXT was crap in the first place. Therefore, it wasn't good enough to be ruined. It was garbage. Triple H ruined it. It was indie wrestling with a better budget. I've said this time and time again. That's all NXT Black and Gold was. And when the Riot Squad came up to the main roster, they done absolutely nothing. And what's Sarah Logan going to do now that she's back with the Viking Raiders? Absolutely nothing. The Viking Raiders, look at them, two big fucking fat, bald, tattooed, out of shape men with gay fucking eyeliner. Who cares about the Viking Raiders? Absolutely nobody. And putting Sarah Logan isn't going to help them. I mean, if Sarah Logan came out and she stripped Scarlett Bordeaux naked, then I'd give her props. I'd go, you know what, Triple H, that was worth it. You made the right decision bringing back Sarah Logan. But is she going to do that? Probably not. The only thing you need stripped is my eyes away from the TV, because SmackDown fucking sucks. But we kicked off tonight with the tag team title match. It was a New Day versus the Bloodline. Michael Cole says that the winner of this will be the greatest tag team of this generation and possibly of all time, because they will have the record for the longest title reign in WWE. Now, even by Michael Cole's logic, even if the New Day lost this match, they would still have the second longest reign. So therefore, at worst, doesn't that make the New Day the second best tag team of all time? Just going by Cole's logic, if having the longest title reign makes you the best of all time, then doesn't having the second longest make you the second best? Or maybe Cole doesn't matter, maybe he thinks second best isn't irrelevant. I don't know what he was going for here, but at the end of the day, I mean, I kind of like the Usos. I'm not going to sit here and say that the New Day suck, because they don't. But in terms of real tag teams, do these teams compare at all to teams of the past, to the Dudleys, to Edge and Christian, to the Hardys, to the New Age Outlaws? Are these teams up there with those guys? Absolutely not. I don't care how many shit titles they won, how many awful red and blue belts they won with the fucking token looking, title frame. I don't care. Right, the tag belts means nothing. WWE means nothing now, and having the New Day or having the Usos have a 1.5 year long title reign isn't going to make me put them above, classic teams of the past, because that's not how it works. Now, I'm normally always against long matches, but you know what? When it's a match of this importance, when it's a match that signifies, the current generation, like a long title reign like this, I don't mind it. I actually don't mind I don't mind long matches when I think they are justified, but it seems to be every single week on Raw you get about 4 matches that are 20 minutes. It's way too much, but I didn't mind this match. It was actually okay. There was stuff on the line. There was titles at stake. So this match being long made sense to me. Looked like the New Day potentially had it won a few times, but in the end it was the Usos with the victory, and they are the ones. And I guess on this scenario, that would make the New Day the number 2s because they lost this match. So yeah, the Usos win with the 1D. Kofi Kingston's on the top rope. He jumps off. He tries to take them both out, but they catch him in midair. 1D. That's it. All over. That's all she wrote. And the Usos retain. The fans were chanting, "We want Sammy," but apparently Sammy's not here. Apparently he's dealing with personal issues. Now we know he's not allowed in Saudi Arabia because of religious issues, but I'm not quite sure what these personal issues are. But you know what? Good luck, Sami Zayn. Whatever he's dealing with, hopefully he comes back quickly, because he's probably the best thing on SmackDown. Arguably the best thing on WWE, in my opinion. The guy just, you know, he's adding a lot of comedy elements to the show, and sometimes you need that, because wrestling's so bad. If you didn't fucking laugh at times, you'd certainly cry. So I'm all for it. Then the Bloodline go back to their dressing room, and Reigns says that, you know, tonight he needs to do something, needs to handle his business in the ring. And he says he wants the Usos and the Bloodline to join him, and then he hugs them, and yeah, who cares? Pretty gay hugs, but whatever. Then we have a World Cup first round matchup. It's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Nakamura versus Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar. The Santos, the Legado del Fantasma, they seem like fucking jobbers already. Literally only been called up, what, about a month? And already, it just seems fucking dead. They came out on SmackDown and like, the crowd reaction was non-existent. It was almost like, everybody in the crowd just had their family members die like 2 minutes before Legado del Fantasma came out. You could hear a pin drop. I don't know why, but for some reason, they just got literally no reaction. And I don't know why. I kind of do know why, because they've been buried. You know, they've been literally called up, and already they mean absolutely nothing. Been in a shit feud with Shit Road that's went absolutely nowhere. Santos Escobar wins. He gets the victory over Nakamura, but he had help. Nakamura was distracted by both members of Legado del Fantasma. I'm fucking shocked. I almost died of a heart attack that Selena Vega didn't get involved here for the finish, because how often in WWE do we see women hitting the men or distracting the men? But on this occasion, Selena Vega just looked pretty at ringside, and that was it. So yeah, no, I was shocked by that. Santos hits a big like Falcon arrow off the top rope, gets the 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was an okay match, but I mean, honestly, who cares? Then we get Cole. He wishes the veterans a happy Veterans Day. The crowd chant USA. We see a couple of veterans in the crowd. Cole says there's going to be a tribute to the troops in December. I didn't even know WWE done tribute to the troops anymore. I thought they weren't allowed to be patriotic, since that's, you know, supposedly a bad thing in 2022. But yeah, tribute to the troops. Well done. But I mean, remember back in the day, the troops got to see Austin. They fucking drank beer with Austin. They got to see Cena spit rhymes. They got to see the likes of fucking Tori Wilson and Trish Stratus stripped down to their bra and panties, and that's what they fucking wanted. I mean, the troops were going mad, you know. The troops knew that tomorrow they could step on a landmine and they could fucking blow up and die. But they knew that they were getting to see fucking Trish Stratus's cleavage the night before, so it was worth it. What are they going to see now? Boring 15 fucking minute matches with ugly bastards like Natalya and bloody Shayna Baszler and fucking Sarah Logan. Nobody wants this. Nobody cares. Let women be sexy again. Let Trish Stratus strip down in her lingerie. That's what the troops want. They don't want equality. They don't want 20-minute boring fucking matches with Bianca Belair and Bayley cutting terrible promos in the ring. Screw that shit. Give the troops the bra and panties matches, the lingerie matches back. For God's sake, where's Stacey Keibler? Call her up. Tell her to bring those legs out of retirement. That's what we need. Fuck these boring women matches. But anyway, we have a 6-pack challenge. Liv Morgan, Sonya Deville, Shia Lee, Lacey Evans, Raquel Rodriguez. I shot the black heart. Right, guys, know what? I've had 2 cans of Red Bull, 2 cans of Boost, a can of Monster, and I've got an unopened can of Monster here that I'm actually about to open right now. If you want to hear the sound effects, then listen up because it's about to get opened. Oh, there you go, brilliant. And my point is, I've had like 5 energy drinks today. This will be my 6th, but it's not enough. Smackdown is so bad that I literally can barely stay awake. So I'm going to try and finish the review. I don't know how professional this review is, but fuck it. I need a monster. Right, what were we? 6-pack women's contenders challenge match. Right, okay, so we have the match. Raquel Rodriguez, as always, turns around, flexes her muscles. That doesn't really impress me, to be fair, but you know, there's some guys out there that get turned on by that, so fair enough. By the way, we didn't see Cross or Scarlett Bordeaux on tonight's show. Not too sure why, but they weren't there. Shotzi Blackheart wins. That means she will face the champion Ronda Rousey. So obviously we know that Ronda Rousey is going to win. What's the point, really, when you think about it? But yeah, Shotzi wins. Then we go backstage. We got LA Knight's there. He's cutting a promo. Like, Bray Wyatt's thing comes on in the Titantron behind him. LA Knight kind of disses Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt turns up and gets in LA Knight's face. LA Knight tells him to go and play with his dolls and stick them up places that make him happy. I mean, what a line for LA Knight. Fucking LA Knight's the man. He basically told Bray Wyatt, you know, go take your dolls and shove them up your arse if it makes you happy, Bray. But this did not make Bray happy. So in fact, he headbutts LA Knight. Then Bray walks off. But literally, LA Knight gets up while Bray's walking off. Then he looks around and he's like, where did he go? I mean, really fucking bad acting. The guy's about 2 feet in front of you. You must be able to see where he went. Now, I don't know if they were trying to play on maybe the supernatural side of things and we're supposed to believe that Bray Wyatt just like randomly disappeared. You know, he vanished. He made himself just go away. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, come on, I thought this was bad acting by LA Knight, and I like LA Knight, but oh, what way did he go? Mate, he's right in fucking front of you. What are you talking about? After this, we had, what did we have after this? We had, alright, so Shotzi's backstage talking to Emma. Emma says that she thinks Shotzi will beat Ronda Rousey. Shotzi says thank you. Shotzi says that Emma had a great return match against Ronda Rousey. So just Emma and Shotzi kissing each other's ass here. Nothing great, nothing intriguing, nothing interesting's happening. Then Emma asks Shotzi if she knows where Madcap Moss is. And like, what was the fucking point of this, right? Now, Emma and Madcap Moss are dating in real life, so therefore she's asking Shotzi where Madcap Moss is, but how is the average person supposed to know these two are dating? And secondly, why would the average person give a fuck? I mean, yeah, so what, they're dating, why do we care? Is that a storyline? Is that interesting television? Is that going to intrigue me to watch next week? No, I don't care. Why is Emma looking for fucking Madcap Moss? That is the question. Why? Give us a reason why. There is no reason though. But apparently we're just supposed to know that they're dating and she wants to know where the guy is. Garbage. She walks off, Baszler appears. Baszler says that someone like Shotzi is never going to beat Ronda Rousey. Then Ronda Rousey turns up. Shotzi says she belongs and she will prove it when she takes on Ronda Rousey. And then the ugly bastard known as Shayna Baszler locks her in a sleeper hold and chokes her out. I wish someone would lock me in a sleeper hold, man, and choke me out. This was shite. Then we get Kayla Braxton. She's backstage with Ricochet. Ricochet is facing Mustafa Ali. in the World Cup next week. Why is he facing Mustafa Ali in the World Cup? I thought Mustafa Ali was a Raw guy, but I guess when it's convenient, they'll just, throw him onto SmackDown, because SmackDown's hosting the World Cup, because SmackDown is the A show, and Raw at this stage is nothing but a boring. It's like a 3-hour Sunday Night Heat, but without all the good stuff that used to happen on Sunday Night Heat. That's what I think of Raw. Ricochet says he has history with Ali, and that he wants to get a win so he can challenge Imperium. He challenged Gunther, then Imperium walk up. Gunther reminds Ricochet what happened at their last match. Gunther says he would love to beat him again. Ricochet just nods at Imperium, then walks off. Of course, Ricochet just nods. It's not like he could say anything. It's not like the guy can actually string two sentences together and come out with, fucking good promo work. So, of course, that's what he's going to do. He's going to nod. And speaking of nodding, guys, I'm actually about to nod off to sleep here. This is tough, man. Sitting up to 3 AM to watch this crap. Are you shitting me? Right. So we have a World Cup first round match now. It's Braun Strowman versus Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal's at first. He says he's going to win the World Cup. And then Braun Strowman's music plays. Roar! Strowman comes to the ring. They have a match. Strowman beats Jinder Mahal. Surprise, surprise. Braun Strowman got the win. Said nobody. Then we had Selena Vega versus B-Fab, Brianna Brandy. So they come out. Selena Vega comes out on her own. B-Fab comes out with Shit Row. Therefore, I just knew straight away that something was happening. Why is the face coming out with 2 members of her team and the heels coming out with no members of her team? Well, surprise, surprise. The Viking Raiders show up. They are back. They beat up Shit Row. Sarah Logan is the big return. Triple H brings back another NXT person and he makes them look uglier than they were before. Congratulations, Triple H. Ruining wrestling 1 week at a time. Then Sarah Logan jumps in the ring after the men have finished, because God forbid women and men get in the ring at the same time when something relevant's actually happening. So she then drags in B-Fab. B-Fab hits a couple of strikes, runs off the ropes, and Sarah Logan hits her way ahead, but Sarah Logan celebrates with the Viking Raiders. Honestly, didn't they need to see this? It was shit. And by the way, how bad is Hit Row? I mean, seriously, they just got brought back like a couple of months ago, and already they are fucking bums. They are nothing but jobbers on SmackDown. The only purpose they serve is to get beat up and lose matches. That's it. And I'm sure Legado del Fantasma will probably be the same in a couple of weeks. I mean, people can talk about this Triple H era, saying it's good, it's great. It's not. It's really not. You need to be honest with yourself. Why lie? What's the point? Why lie? Wrestling's not good. I'm not saying McMahon was brilliant. He wasn't, man. Fucking hell. Before Triple H took over, wrestling was shit too. But I'm sick of people pretending that Triple H has made it a lot better. He hasn't. I mean, wrestling has been garbage for a long time, probably at least a decade. Now, has there been some years in that decade that wrestling was better than others? Yes. I think when they first done the brand split in 2016, I think wrestling was pretty decent. It was okay, I think, into 17, then it got boring again. But yeah, no, overall, it hasn't been good for a long time. And it's certainly not a good era under Triple H. So anyone saying that this is good, they're lying. You're lying to yourself. Then the Bloodline come out. Same old shit. Roman Reigns tells everyone to acknowledge him. Then he gives the mic to Heyman, because Roman Reigns can't speak for himself. Heyman says that the New Day versus the Usos is one of the greatest rivalries of all time, but then he laughs and says it's not a rivalry because the Usos are too good for the New Day, and the New Day can't compete with the Usos. They lose every time, blah, blah, blah. And then the Brawling Brutes come out. They say that they're sick of the Bloodline having the numbers advantage, and they said tonight they brought backup because it's fight night. Sheamus comes out. Sheamus has a microphone. I've no idea what he says, because every time he tries to speak, his microphone cuts off. But he says that he's going to finish the Bloodline. He's going to break up the Bloodline. Roman Reigns laughs and says to him, you can't even get your microphone to work, which I thought kind of buried Sheamus a little bit. Brawling Brutes and Sheamus run into the ring, attack the Bloodline. They're outnumbered. It's 4-on-3. And then, surprise, surprise, Drew McIntyre comes out. This was predictable. I seen this coming a mile away. Like, absolutely 100% a mile away, you seen this. See, when the Brawling Brutes came out, you knew Sheamus was coming out, and then you knew Drew was coming out. The only thing that surprised me was that Drew came out after the Brawling Brutes and Sheamus hit the ring. I thought Drew would have come out and went to the ring with them, but either way, it was fucking predictable. And then they're all brawling, and SmackDown just goes off the air with them brawling. You know, nothing major happened. It was just like a brawl, and then it went off the air without like a big surprise or a big ending or nothing. It was just literally 8 people in the ring throwing punches, and that's how it finished. And also, I mean, Cole's ending here, I don't know, maybe it's not WWE's fault, maybe it's not the booking's fault, maybe it's just Cole doing a shit job of, you know, doing an outro for SmackDown. But there was a spot in the opening match where, like, for the finisher, the Usos hit the 1D from Kofi Kingston, who was diving off the top rope, and Cole didn't even fucking react. I mean, if this was JR, he'd be freaking out. Oh, they hit the 1D! The Usos hit the 1D, it's going to be over! But Cole didn't even fucking react to this, and then the Usos got the win. It was like, what the hell, what is Michael Cole doing? And I thought Michael Cole was improving, but I honestly think since McAfee left, I think Cole's got a lot worse. And he literally did not even sell the finish of that tag team title match. And then SmackDown goes off the air with Cole pretty much doing nothing. It's like, what the fuck, Michael Cole? You're supposed to be the lead man. You're supposed to be the top guy in WWE when it comes to commentary. Yeah, you're not even calling big spots. Or you're not even, you know, making the show go off there, hyping us like SmackDown goes off there, and it was like, you'd have been better off with no commentators. I mean, Cole didn't even, oh, this is it guys, tune in next week, day this, day that. No, nothing. Cole's too busy fucking sleeping, I guess. The show's put him to sleep. He's on the announcing team just sleeping because the show's that bad. He's certainly not jacking off the pictures of Shayna Baszler's ugly face, I'll tell you that. He's not too busy doing that, but that's it, man. I'm done, guys. It's been a long fucking day. If you want your Rampage review, the other guy's going to do it tomorrow, because you know what? It's 4:30 in the morning. There's no way in hell, as Vince McMahon would say, no chance in hell of me sitting up for another hour to watch Rampage and another half an hour to review it. So screw that shit, guys. Rampage review coming tomorrow. That's it for Fog Wrestling. I'll catch you in the next time. Oh wait, rating time. This SmackDown sucked. Oh, the match was okay. Don't care about anything else really. I'm gonna give it a fucking 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, it sucked. Absolutely sucked. 1 out of 10. Till next time. Peace.